Hello everyone, it's me Gagan Kumar present over here to teach you physics. Let's move on to the video. Today we'll be discussing basic maths related to physics. Under this already we have completed derivative, integration and vector. One lecture already we have completed. Now this is the second lecture of vectors. So here today we'll be discussing resolution of vector and some problems based on addition and subtraction of vectors. Then after going to multiplication of vectors, that is dot product and cross product. Let's move on to the video. Now understand what is a resolution of a vector. So here if I have two axes, one is this is your y axis, this is your x axis, and I know this y and x axis are what? Perpendicular to each other. Now here I am taking a vector, that is your a vector. This a vector is making angle how much? Theta with x axis. Then here what I will do? Now this is the head of the a vector. From here I will take a perpendicular, and this to this is nothing but how much it is? It is your a cos theta. And again you take a perpendicular towards y axis. So this is the perpendicular make. And here to here, this one you give how much? It is your a sin theta. Now if a vector is there, another one vector, this vector you can split into two components. So one is in x component, one in y component. And while splitting, remember this x and y, they should be 90-degree angle to each other. So you can split a vector to two directions, like perpendicular direction should be there. So you can theta connected axis, this line will be always taken as cos theta, and which is not connected to theta, that will be sin theta. So this is called basically resolution of vector or component you are taking for a vector. Okay. Now here this vector, suppose you want to write this vector, you can write a vector is nothing but how much? That is your a cos theta. This is the a x component or x component actually. So that's why a cos theta I cap plus this one you can write as how much? A sin theta j cap. A sin theta j cap. And this is your x component of a, it is your y component of a. And I cap is the unit vector along x, j cap is the unit vector along y. Now here suppose I have like this way. I have, this is my y, this is my x. Now here to here angle given theta. Now this is my suppose b vector. Now here what I can take? Similarly I can do a perpendicular here. Now this is the perpendicular. Now here to here this distance I can take how much? B cos theta. And this distance I can take how much? This one I can take B sin theta. So always remember theta connected axis always I have to take as cos theta. B vector how much? B vector is B cos theta j cap, because this cos theta component in y axis, and I can write B sin theta I cap, B sin theta I cap. So always need to check which angle it is making, so that according to that angle you have to give. So always theta connected axis is basically taken as cos theta. So remember this one. Now come to the questions based on the previous lecture. Last class already we have completed many concepts, addition, subtraction. So here first MCQ is coming. The magnitude of the vectors, the three vectors are given, a vector, b vector and c vector. Three vectors are given. A vector magnitude how much? 3, b vector magnitude is 4 and c vector magnitude is 5. So magnitude of vectors are given. Now they are asking if a plus b equal to c vector, that means here a vector plus b vector equal to how much? C vector. Then what is the angle between a vector and b vector? So then here they are asking what is the theta. Angle between a vector and b vector means they are asking about some theta, and options are given. Now see here. Here directly you can do, we can calculate by the addition formula, that vector addition formula. Otherwise by directly I can solve here like this way. If 3, 4, 5 vectors are there and a plus b, that means 3 plus 4 vector, resultant is 5 vector, that means magnitude is 5 but vector is there. then I can represent like this one. So if this is my 3 and if this is my 4 this is my 3 vector, 4 vector, then this will be my 5 vector. Okay, if they are perpendicular to each other, then what will get? Now this is the 90 degree actually, so this is the angle is 90 degree. If they are perpendicular to each other, then I can get my resultant vector as 5, because you know in vector addition 3 square plus 4 square is nothing but how much it is? 5 square root, which is 5. That means whenever two vector perpendicular to each other, that time we can use this formula a square plus b square root under, which will give a resultant form. So here whatever it is given, according to this you can calculate, you can tell your answer is how much? 90 degree, and 90 degree is nothing but it is how much? It is your pi by 2. Okay, so that means your answer will be A. But with this formula also you can calculate. What you can calculate? You take both side magnitude, a plus b vector magnitude you take, that will be c vector magnitude. Now here we can go a vector plus b vector magnitude how much? A square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta, and here it will be how much? Root under will be there. Now it will be c vector, c vector magnitude is c. Now square both side you take, it will become a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta equal to c square. Now here a square, b square and c magnitudes are already given. Now I can substitute here. Now here it is nothing but 3 square plus 4 square plus 2 times 3, and b is nothing but 4 into how much? Cos theta equal to 5 square. Now 5 square is nothing but 25, and 3 square is 9, and 4 square is 16. So these two term will give you 25. So here how much answer will come? 2 into 3 into 4 into cos theta is basically how much? 25 minus 25. 25 minus 25 is 0. So here cos theta is how much coming? 0, because this total will go to right hand side and it will become 0. Now here if you see, so theta value how much? Pi by 2, or you can tell 90 degree. Theta value pi by 2 or 90 degree. So your answer is coming how much? Again answer A. So you can do easily with this way, otherwise you can approach this way also, you can get the answer. Okay, now come to the next question. So here see, so simply I took magnitude both side, then squaring both side, then 3 square plus 4 square is 5 square again, then 5 square minus 5 square means 25 minus 25 is 0, and this one will go to that side and it will become 0. So that's why it is becoming cos theta equal to 0, so theta equal to pi by 2 or 90 degree. Now 5 equal forces 10 Newton each are applied at one point and all are lying in one plane. If the angle between them are equal, the resultant force will be what? Now remember here answer will be what? 0 will be there. So if it one point is there in this point, so how many forces are acting? 5 forces are acting, and all are what? Equal magnitude. That angles between them is basically equal. If angle between them is equal, then what will happen here? Now the resultant force on this particle will become 0 if angles are equal and forces are equal magnitude is there. Question: a car travels 6 km towards north at an angle of 45 degree to the east. Now here take here. So you take here y axis and x axis. Now what they are telling here? Now here they are telling that a car is traveling 6 km towards north at an angle of 45 degree. Now here with east, so this is suppose east direction, this is your north direction. Now this car is traveling what? 45 degree, and with the distance is 6 km. So just write here, this is the distance actually, 6 km the distance. Now travels distance 4 km towards north. Now again traveling what? 4 km towards north at an angle how much? 135 degree. That means from here it is making how much? 4 km distance with the angle how much? This angle is nothing but 135 degree. Okay, so understand, because it is telling everything is making towards the east. So this is the east direction, this is the north direction. Now they are asking how far the point from the starting point. How far means they are asking it is your initial point started, it is your final point. Now you need to find this distance. So this distance is nothing but it is basically what? Now it is the resultant vector magnitude. So here two vector, one vector like this, another vector like this, another vector, this initial to final, this is the resultant vector magnitude. Suppose let me give this is A, this is B, this will be here what? R vector. Now what is the r vector magnitude? Now r vector magnitude is nothing but, you need to check what is the angle between this 6 kilometer and 4 kilometer. That means this 6, that a vector and b vector, what is the angle? Now see, if this way I will extend this, if this way I will extend this 6 kilometer vector or a vector, now this will go 45 degree because this is also east. Now whatever remaining this angle is nothing but it is your 90 degree. So if it is 90 degree, then vector, if two vectors are perpendicular to each other, then resultant is how much? Resultant is a square plus b square root under. Already last class we have discussed this. Now here resultant how much? 6 square plus 4 square root under, which is 36 plus 16. So this is nothing but how much? It is coming around 52 kilometer, root 52 kilometer. And here we need to find a certain direction also. This is the resultant magnitude we got. So either answer is C or answer is D. Either C answer or D answer, because root 52 is there. Now what the next thing asking? Now what angle does the straight line joining its initial and final position? Okay, that means here with the east. So this is the east direction. From this east direction, how much this angle? This is your theta. Now this angle you need to find. How to find that one angle? Now you take this r vector is this way. This is suppose r vector. Now if this angle, suppose this you are telling theta, this angle is theta. Now this is suppose your y, this is your x. Now here if you want to find what is tan theta is nothing but y by x. Now you need to find what is this y. So that means this vertical, total this vertical distance. If that vertical distance I need to find, so here this vertical distance I need to find. So what I have to do? Now I have to take a component of 6 and 4. Then after I can get vertical. Now see, here I am giving a reference line. Here also I am giving a reference line. And first I am finding what is this vertical distance. This vertical distance is nothing but, if this vector is 6, it is 45 degree. It is your 6 sine 45. And here this vertical, if I will check this vertical, this is nothing but, it is 4 is like this way, and 4 is making 45 here, 90 here, then definitely this is also 45. And if this one I will check here how much it is also same thing. It will come 4 sine 45 or cos 45, anything you can take here. So you just take here 4 sine 45, 4 sine 45. Okay, because 45 and 90, this total is straight line angle. Now here y is coming how much? Y distance is coming 6 sine 45. 6 sine 45 means 6 by root 2, and 4 sine 45 or cos 45, that is nothing but 4 by root 2. Okay, now next thing is coming x. X means this distance we need to find. Okay, this distance, actually we got this distance, this is your total distance y. Now we need to find x, this one. So this is your x. Now how to find this one? First you see, due to 6, if I will check the component, here this component is nothing but 6 cos 45, and if this component I will check to find, my x is nothing but x equal to 6 cos 45 minus 4 cos 45. Okay, but y is what? Now y is 6 sine 45 plus 4 cos 45 or sine 45, whatever you take, sine 45. Okay. Now here how much coming it is? 6 cos 45 is 6 by root 2, and cos 45 is 4 by root 2. Now root 2 below and above will get cancelled. So above will be 6 plus 4 10 and 6 minus 4 2. So how much coming total? Now tan theta is coming 5. If tan theta is 5, then definitely theta will be tan inverse 5. So my answer will be root 52 and tan inverse 5. Okay, understand here? So this is the resultant. Now this is how much angle is making. Now that one you need to find. So that's why what we will do here. Now here we need to take east to this r, basically theta, and from this theta if I want to find, I need to find this distance, vertical distance, this horizontal distance, so that I can tell tan theta equal to y by x. And y I calculated separately, x I calculated separately, then after I got answer as is C. Okay, I hope you understand. We will go to the next question. Now here find the resultant of three vectors OA, OB, OC shown in the following figure. Radius of the circle is r. Now here one circle is given like this one, in this circle radius is how much r. Now this point O, this point A, now this point O, this point C, now this is also r. Now this point O, this point B, this is also r. This angle is 45, this angle also 45. So two angles are given 45, 45. Now here if you need to find what is the resultant vector in this way, or they are asking three vectors, you have to combine. How to combine three vectors? Now first you see OC and OA. OC and OA are perpendicular to each other. If I will combine them, then resultant will come this way. Okay, this is the resultant I am writing. Suppose let r prime. Resultant is nothing but how much it is? A square plus C square root under. Okay, and here what is this resultant r prime? R prime is nothing but it is a magnitude, a vector. This I am telling is a vector, this is C vector. So a vector magnitude is r square, C vector magnitude also r square root under. How much it is? 2r root under, 2r square root under, which is nothing but root 2r. So my r prime with the resultant between A and C, and which is coming in which direction? That is coming in the OB direction, which is nothing but root r. And also I have a B in this direction. So B and that r prime, B and r prime both are in the same direction. When two vectors are in the same direction, what we need to do? Now when two vectors are in the same direction, I told last lecture that we need to add the vectors. So here we have to add r prime and OB. So here what is the net resultant? So r net is nothing but, or net resultant force is nothing but, that is here r prime magnitude plus OB magnitude. Now what is r prime magnitude? R prime magnitude is root 2r, OB magnitude is r. Now root 2 plus 1, r you take common. So this is your total r net. R net means total resultant net. So how much coming is root 2 plus 1 r. That means your answer will be option B. Okay, r into 1 plus root 2. So this is the solution, try to understand. Now we'll go to the next question. In the figure, E equals to what? So here some figure is given. A figure is given like this one, it is your A vector, and a figure is given like this one, it is your B vector, and a figure is given like this one, it is your E vector. Now they are asking, and others are there also, C, D also there. Now they are asking what is E vector. Now see, I told in the resultant of vector, if A vector like this and B vector like this way, or B vector like this way, then after here to here joining, here to here joining what? Basically E vector, they are telling E vector. But I told what? In the addition, already we have told, if this vector you are taking like this way, then this will be nothing but A vector plus B vector. Okay, how to get this one? Now tail of one vector to head of another vector. If A vector plus B vector in this way, now keeping magnitude same and opposite direction, we can get the negative vector. So this will be nothing but minus A vector plus B vector, and which is exactly equal to what? Now that is your E vector. That symbol they have given E vector. As remember, in this way it is nothing but A vector plus B vector, because it is resultant vector. Whenever two vectors are added, A plus B, so tail of one vector to head of another vector, that is joining basically A plus B. So definitely E is nothing but how much? It is your minus A vector plus B vector. So answer will be A vector minus A vector plus B vector. Okay, always remember, in vector addition we have told, if A vector this way, B vector this way, then from tail of the A vector to head of the B vector is nothing but what it is? A vector plus B vector. But that opposite direction if we will do, that is minus A vector plus B vector. So E is like that way it is, so that's why it is this one. And always remember, if three vectors are like this, actually arrangement is there, definitely this one will be negative of resultant of this A vector plus B vector. Okay. Now here given the sum of two forces acting at a point is 16 Newton. If the resultant force is 8 Newton and its direction is perpendicular to minimum force, then forces are what? So they are telling here two forces are there. Suppose that force you give A and B force. Two forces A and B force. Now what happening here? Now addition of A plus B is giving how much? 16 Newton. Addition of A plus B is giving 16 Newton. Now the resultant force is what? Now they are telling here, this is suppose A is a small vector and B the B is the big vector. B is the big vector. Now they are telling the resultant vector is perpendicular. So suppose this is R vector perpendicular to small vector. Now here to here what you take? Here to here take. This is your B vector. This is your B vector. Okay. Now understand here. They are telling if R vector, that means resultant is perpendicular to minimum force, and I consider my A is minimum. Then how much it is coming here? Now they are telling this resultant is how much? 8 Newton. And from this triangle, if I will understand here what this is, right angle triangle coming, this is 90 degree coming, I can write R square plus A square is nothing but how much? B square. Because Pythagoras theorem, right angle triangle is there, means you can write this way. Now here if I write what is my B square minus A square, that will be nothing but R square. Okay, so I am getting this expression B square minus A square is R square and A plus B is 16. From here I need to solve this and I have to get my A and B. Okay, now what I am doing here? Now here B minus A into B plus A, I am writing instead of what? Instead of B square minus A square, because it is A square minus B square formula, like that one you can tell. So it is B minus A into B plus A. Then after this is how much? R square means how much? R means resultant is telling 8 Newton, that is 80 square. Now here B minus A how much? B minus A is 64 by A plus B, and A plus B is nothing but how much? A plus B is given 16 Newton. Okay, addition of the sum of the two forces is 16. So 64 by 16. So I am getting how much? My B minus A? B minus A equal to 4. And A plus B how much? It is given 16. Now if we will add these two equation, A and A will get cancelled. Then 2B equal to nothing but 20. And from here if I will find B, B is nothing but 20 by 2, that is 10. So my one vector coming 10 and addition is 16, means definitely A will be become how much? A will become 6. Okay, so B magnitude is 10 and A magnitude is 6, B magnitude is 10. So my answer will be option A. So here this is your correct answer. So one force is 6 Newton, another force is 10 Newton. Okay, simple idea, just a triangular form, understanding through the figure. Then after solving this MCQ, this is under addition of the vectors you are getting. But here the difficulty came B square minus A square. So that one we just converted to B minus A into B plus A. Then after we solved. Okay. Now come to the next thing. So here today we will be going now about the multiplication of vectors. Multiplication of vectors. Okay. So here two types of multiplication we will do mostly. So number one, it is your dot product, or it can call, this is your what? Dot product, or you can tell it is scalar product. Scalar product. Scalar product. Dot product or scalar product. And in dot product, here I write A vector dot B vector. A vector dot B vector. How much it is? That is your A vector magnitude into B vector magnitude into how much? Cos theta. Where theta is what? Now theta is nothing but angle between A vector and B vector. Angle between A vector and B vector. Now remember always, here this result whatever it will come, this will come as scalar quantity. That's why you are telling here it is A B cos theta, or this one you are telling. Or you can write also A vector dot B vector is nothing but how much it is? It is here A B cos theta. A B cos theta. So this is the first point you are understanding under dot product or scalar product. Now here if I am telling here, if I cap dot I cap I am taking. What is I cap? I cap is the unity vector. I cap dot I cap, if I am taking here I cap magnitude into cos 0 will come, because you know if this is your x axis, y axis, z axis, x, y, z, this is your I cap, this is your j cap, this is your k cap. Then between I and I, angle is how much? 0. Same vector angle 0. So cos 0 is how much? Cos 0 is basically 1. So it will become how much? 1. Because I vector magnitude is 1, I vector magnitude also 1. So here similarly j dot j and k dot k, this all becomes what? 1. I dot I, j dot j, k dot k, it becomes 1. Okay, third point, remember, if I will do I dot j, then I have to take I vector magnitude into j vector magnitude into cos 90. So cos 90, how much? The why 90 coming? Because see here this is the x axis, this is the y axis. Between x and y, how much angle? Now this is a 90-degree angle. So that's why here answer will come how much? Cos 90 is 0. Remember, either I dot j or j dot k, I dot j or j dot k, or k dot I or I dot k, whatever you tell, this all will be what? All will be 0, because these vectors are perpendicular to each other. That's why their dot product is coming how much? 0. So we are understanding about dot product. A dot b is ab cos theta. A dot b equal to ab cos theta. You can write a vector magnitude, b vector magnitude into cos of cosine of angle between them. I dot I is 1, j dot j is 1, k dot k is 1, I dot j is 0 and j dot k, k dot I is 0. So this much idea you have. Now come to the next point here. So IV point, right? Suppose if a vector is nothing but a1i plus a2j plus a3k, and b vector is nothing but how much? B vector is nothing but it is b1i plus b2j plus b3k. Okay, then what you can write? A dot b can be written as, you see, if I dot I will do, I will get 1. So that's why I will write here it is a1 b1. Okay, now plus here if I will write a2 into b2, how much I will get? I will write here a2 into b2, because it is j dot j is 1. Now here it is how much? a3 b3. Now here you can write a dot b is nothing but ab cos theta, which is nothing but a1 b1 plus a2 b2 plus a3 b3, a3 b3. Now remember here, if I want to find cos theta here, then what I will do? a1 b1 plus a2 b2 plus a3 b3 divided by how much? This ab I will take here. This ab is nothing but a1 square plus a2 square plus a3 square. Remember, magnitude of a, if a is given in component wise, in the first lecture we have completed how to find the magnitude of a, that is a1 square plus a2 square plus a3 square. Similarly, it is here what? b1 square plus b2 square plus b3 square. Root under will be there. Now in this way you can find angle between two vectors if a and b are given in component form. And here a dot b if you want to find, then you can do multiplication of I coefficient, jj coefficient, kk coefficient. Simply you do multiplication. Okay, here if it is I cap, it is minus 2 minus 3, do minus 2 into minus 3. With sign also you bring and multiply I coefficient, jj coefficient and kk coefficients. Okay, so this is the point you are understanding about the multiplication of vector, and especially dot product you are understanding. Okay. Okay, so now understand here the next thing. So B point, now if you will do A vector dot B vector, that is same actually, if you will do also B vector dot A vector. If you will do A vector dot A vector, then you will get how much? You will get A square. Remember, A vector dot A vector how much? A vector magnitude into B vector magnitude, A vector magnitude into A vector magnitude into cos 0. So that's why it will come A square, and cos 0 is 1. So A dot B equal to B dot A dot A equal to this one. Okay, now here we will understand some example, okay, where in physics we use. So physics, when you find a force, so when you find work done, that time force dot displacement is basically work done, and whenever force dot displacement work done, and sometimes you want to find power. So power you want to find, that time we will do force dot velocity. So this will give basically power. So in this process basic rule is not only here, there are many cases also. When you are finding electric flux, that time you will do E vector dot A vector. When you will find magnetic flux, suppose you are finding, that time you will do B vector dot A vector. So dot product has more importance, so you must remember this one. Okay, not only 1 to 2 formula, there are many formulas there where we use basically dot product. Okay, now we will go to the next thing, some example try to understand under dot product. Suppose I am telling, if your A vector is given like this one, A vector is given 2i minus 2j plus k, and B vector is given minus I or I plus 2j minus k. Now they are asking you find what is your A dot B, then what is your A vector dot B vector. Okay, now what to do here? Same formula you do, I coefficient multiply. I coefficient multiply means it is what you will do, 2 into 1 multiply plus minus 2 and plus 2 multiply, minus 2 into plus 2 multiply plus 1 multiply 1 into minus 1 multiply. Now here it is 2, here it is minus 4, it is minus 1. So how much coming? 2 minus 5, which is basically minus 3. So for A dot B how much coming? Now minus 3 is the answer. And you see it is a scalar coming. That's why it is called scalar product. Result will be scalar always. Okay. So just coefficient you check. I coefficient here 2, here nothing is there means 1 is there. So 2 into 1 is 2, and minus 2 into plus 2 into plus 2 is basically minus 4, and 1 into minus 1 is nothing but minus 1. So it is coming basically minus 3. Okay. Okay. Now next we will going to the cross product. So number 2 write. So it is here cross product. Cross product also called as what? Also called as vector product. Cross product is also called as vector product. Vector product. Okay. Now here if I will do first point I will write here. If I will do A cross B, if I will do A cross B, how much I will get? I will get AB sin theta. A cross B how much? AB sin theta. And along with another vector I will get, that is called a unity vector of this A cross B, which is nothing but how much? This is your n cap. And n cap what? Now n cap I can write here. N cap is unity vector. N cap is what? Unity vector along A vector cross B vector. So along A cross B there is a unity vector which is called basically what? N cap. And what is this theta? Theta is, suppose A vector this way and B vector this way, and this angle is theta. And here how to get this A cross B direction? Now you have to use your right hand thumb rule. Now keep your right hand in the direction of A. Now call towards B, because first you are doing A, so that's why keep in the direction of A, call towards B. Then here this will give how much? This will give you A cross B direction. And remember, if A cross B direction this way, then definitely this direction will be minus of A cross B direction, and minus of A cross B is nothing but it is your B cross A. And remember, A cross B and B cross A is not equal, that's why one minus sign is coming. Okay, so this is the direction of what? This is the direction of B cross A, and here to here angle is how much coming? Pi A, or you can tell 180 degree. Always remember, if two vector, so this two vector here, this vector is A vector, this vector is B vector. If you want to find A cross B, then first you keep this A vector is B vector telling. So first keep these fingers in the direction of A, call towards B, then thumb is giving A cross B direction. Okay, so upward is the A cross B direction, and downward will be minus A cross B or B cross A. Now n cap is unity vector along A cross B, or also you can tell this is the unity vector perpendicular to A vector, B vector, and plane containing A and B. Okay, so this A vector, B vector like this way, this plane is there means n cap, this will be direction of n cap. So n cap is perpendicular to B also, perpendicular to A also, and perpendicular to the plane containing A and B also. Okay, so this is about cross product. Now here second point, right? If you are doing I cross I, you will get 0 because sin theta coming, so that's why I cross I 0. And if you will do j cross j, also you will get 0. If you will do k cross k, if you do k cross k, also you will get 0. So k cross k is also 0. Okay, because angle is sin 0 0, so that's why you are getting. Now remember, if you are doing I cross j, if I cross j will get, okay, we'll see in the next slide this one. Okay, if you are doing here I cross j, so I cross j, how much? I cross j is k, j cross k, if you will do j cross k, it will be I, and if you will do k cross I, then you will get how much? J. And if you do opposite this j cross k, reverse j cross k, then you will get minus k. If you will do k cross j will give you minus I, and if you will do I cross k, you will get how much? Minus j. Okay, or otherwise remember, if you are having a circle here, this is your I, this is your j, this is your k. If you will do clockwise I cross j, how much you will get? You will get k. So this is the clockwise direction. J cross k, you will get I. Similarly, k cross I, you will get j. Now another thing you take here, suppose I am telling here, if you will take I, j, k, now take anti-clockwise. If you will take anti-clockwise, this is the anti-clockwise. If k cross j you are doing, then you will get minus I. So for clockwise you are getting positive things, but k cross j is what? Minus I. That means your anti-clockwise you are going, then you will get a negative sign. So this one remember, clockwise positive, anti-clockwise it will be negative. Okay, for cross product you remember this. Now fourth point, if a vector is given in this way, a1 I cap plus a2 j cap plus a3 k cap, and b vector is given b1 I cap plus b2 j cap plus b3 k cap. Okay, then if you want to find a cross b, when a vector and b vector given in component form, that time what to do? Now that time you have to do, here it is I, here j, here k, and first you see, first is a vector and is b vector. So first you would write coefficient of a. So I cap coefficient is a1, j cap coefficient is a2, k cap coefficient is a3. Second is b vector, so then you would write here it is b1, b2, it is b3. Now you have to calculate this determinant. So what is this determinant value? Now I cap is nothing but a2 b3 minus b2 a3, b2 a3. Then j cap is nothing but how much? Minus j. It is your a1 b3 minus b1 a3, b1 a3. Similarly, k cap if you want to write how much? a1 b2 minus b1 a2. Okay, remember this, a1 b2 minus b1 a2. So how to find this one? Now whenever this cross product you are finding when component form given, suppose you want to find I cap, then close this column, close this row. If I cap closing, then what you are getting? You are getting these 4 numbers. Now multiply a2 b3. So a2 b3, then minus b2 a3, minus b2 a3. Similar way, if j cap you want to find, give a minus, then close this total j cap column. Then after write how much? a1 b3 multiplication minus b1 a3. Okay, same rule you have to apply. Similarly, plus give k cap, then after a1 b2 minus b1 a2 you have to do. Okay, so this is what you would remember for cross product. Whenever component form given, like a vector is 2 I cap plus 3 j cap minus k cap, like this type of things, then you have to do with this rule, this type of rule you have to do, the determinant you have to calculate. Okay, I hope you understand cross product rules here. And remember, a cross b is not equal to b cross a. So that's why I cross j is not equal to j cross I. So that's why some minus sign is coming. Okay, so we'll go into the next questions here. So now Remember one MCQ here. So suppose here it is given, if A vector cross B vector magnitude is equal to root 3 times A vector dot B vector, then angle between A vector and B vector is, so here options I am giving, so 30 degree, 60 degree, 90 degree, option D 120 degree. So what is given here? A cross B mod how much? Root 3 into A dot B. Then angle between A and B is how much? Okay, now solution check here. So just now we studied what is A cross B. A cross B is nothing but it is your how much? Now A vector mod B vector mod into sin theta. Okay, total mod means so n cap will not come here. Then it is how much? Root 3 AB cos theta. Now here this A mod is the same actually, so you can cancel this. Now sin theta, this cos theta will come here, so sin theta by cos theta equal to how much? Root 3. Then sin theta by cos theta is nothing but tan theta equal to how much? Root 3. If a tan theta is root 3, then theta value how much? Now theta value will be 60 degree. Because tan theta is basically sin theta by cos theta. So sin 60 by cos 60. So sin 60 is root 3 by 2, cos 60 is half. So it will become here how much? Root 3. So remember, tan 60 is root 3 and tan 30 is how much? Tan 30 is 1 by root 3. Okay, if the same question they will tell here it is 1 by root 3, then here what will happen? Now here angle will change, that will become 30 degree. But here actual answer is what? 60 degree. Or instead of 60 degree, sometimes they can tell it is a pi by 3 also. Okay, because pi is 180 degree, so 180 degree by 3, so that is here nothing but pi by 3 is 60 degree. Okay, so I hope you understand here. So you must remember about the vectors, addition, subtraction and multiplication. So we completed up to multiplication, so more problems will be solving on multiplication in the further classes. And remember here, today discussion, the main important point is A dot B is how much? That is your AB cos theta, and A cross B is how much? That is your AB sin theta n cap. And sometimes also they can ask to find what is n cap. That time you can find A cross B, okay, divided by what you can do? You can do A cross B vector mod. So this n cap is nothing but unit vector perpendicular to what? Perpendicular to A vector and B vector and plane containing A vector and B vector. And how to find A cross B? If component form given already we know, so you can put here, you can get it. Now next class we will be understanding more concepts and questions based on these vectors. Thank you all of you. Keep watching the video. Thank you so much.